Out in the wild, survival is about resourcefulness. It's about using every available resource to its fullest potential, and often, the most valuable resources are the ones that are hidden in plain sight. It's about looking beyond the obvious and tapping into nature's hidden pantry. The forest floor is teeming with edible plants that many overlook, but with a keen eye, one can find a bounty of nourishment. One such treasure, often overlooked, is the humble acorn. These small nuts are more than just a food source, they are a symbol of nature's generosity. These small but mighty nuts have sustained civilizations for centuries, particularly during times of hardship. Ancient cultures recognized their value and relied on them when other food sources were scarce. From the ancient Druids to Native American tribes, acorns were a lifeline, a testament to nature's ability to provide even in the direst of situations. They were used in various ways, from being ground into flour to being roasted and eaten whole. Foraging for acorns is a journey back to our roots, a reminder of the ingenuity of our ancestors. It's a practice that connects us to the land and to the history of those who came before us. These small packages are packed with essential nutrients, offering a sustainable and readily available source of sustenance. They are rich in carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, making them a balanced food source. Forget your fancy energy bars and protein shakes. When the going gets tough, it's the acorn that truly delivers. They can be prepared in various ways, from simple roasting to being incorporated into more complex recipes. Survival is not just about staying alive, it's about thriving. It's about making the most of what nature offers and turning it into something that sustains and nourishes you. And with acorns on your side, you're not just surviving, you're tapping into a forgotten legacy of resilience. This legacy is a testament to the enduring relationship between humans and nature. So the next time you're in the woods, take a moment to appreciate the oak trees and their bounty of acorns. These trees are not just part of the landscape, they are providers of life-sustaining resources. They might just be your ticket to survival. Embrace the wisdom of the past and the gifts of nature, and you'll find that the humble acorn is a powerful ally in the wild. Don't let their size fool you. Acorns are nutritional powerhouses, packed with everything you need to stay energized and focused in a survival situation. These small nuts have been a staple food for various cultures throughout history, proving their worth time and time again. We're talking carbohydrates for sustained energy, healthy fats for insulation and calorie density, and a good dose of protein to keep your muscles going. These macronutrients are essential for maintaining your energy levels and ensuring your body functions optimally, especially in challenging environments. But it doesn't stop there. Acorns are also rich in essential vitamins and minerals, often lacking in modern diets. These nutrients play a crucial role in various bodily functions, from bone health to immune support. We're talking potassium, iron, magnesium, and even some calcium, all crucial for maintaining bodily functions and keeping you in peak physical condition. These minerals help in muscle function, oxygen transport, and maintaining a healthy heart. Think of them as nature's multivitamin, providing a well-rounded nutritional boost when you need it most. Whether you're hiking, camping, or in a survival scenario, acorns can be a reliable source of nutrition. Now, you might have heard that acorns are bitter, and you'd be right. They contain tannins, which give them that astringent taste. Tannins can be a bit off-putting, but they are not harmful if processed correctly. But don't worry, we'll cover how to remove those tannins later. The leaching process is simple and effective, making acorns much more palatable and versatile for various recipes. The point is, once processed, acorns become a versatile and nutrient-rich ingredient, ready to fuel your survival adventures. From acorn flour to acorn meal, these nuts can be transformed into delicious and nutritious dishes that will keep you going strong. Armed with this newfound appreciation for acorns, it's time to gather your bounty. The best time to harvest is in the fall, when acorns have matured and fallen to the ground. Look for acorns that are plump, with a shiny outer shell and a cap that comes off easily. Avoid any acorns that are cracked, discolored, or have holes, as these could be infested with insects. Now here's a little trick I learned from observing squirrels. They're masters at selecting the best acorns. If you see a squirrel burying an acorn, chances are it's a good one. Keep an eye on their stash, and you might just snag yourself a prime acorn or two. Remember, when harvesting, only take what you need and leave plenty for the wildlife that relies on acorns for their survival. Sustainability is key, ensuring that these natural resources are available for generations to come. You've gathered your acorns, but the work's not done yet. Not all acorns are created equal, and some might be hiding unwelcome guests. We're talking about acorn weevils, tiny critters that love to burrow into acorns and lay their eggs. While harmless, they can make your acorns taste unpleasant. So how do you separate the good from the bad? It's time for the float test. Fill a bowl with water and toss in your acorns. The ones that float are likely infested with weevils, so discard them. The good acorns, dense and free of critters, will sink to the bottom. This simple test ensures you're only processing the highest quality acorns, maximizing flavor and nutrition. It's a reminder that even in survival situations, attention to detail and a bit of ingenuity can make all the difference. From nut to flower, processing your bounty. With a bowl full of pristine acorns, you're ready to unlock their true potential acorn flour. This versatile ingredient can be used in countless ways, from hearty breads to warming beverages. But first, we need to process those nuts. Start by cracking open the acorns and removing the inner meat. You can use a rock or a small hammer, being careful not to crush the meat inside. Once shelled, it's time to break down those acorn pieces even further. A mortar and pestle work well, or you can improvise with a flat rock and a smaller stone. The goal is to create smaller pieces, which will make the next step, leaching, more effective. This process might seem tedious, but trust me, the end result is worth it. Transforming acorns into flour is a rewarding experience, connecting you to ancient traditions and unlocking a world of culinary possibilities. Banishing the bitter, the art of leaching. Remember those tannins we talked about earlier? It's time to bid them farewell. Leaching is a crucial step in processing acorns, removing their bitterness and making them palatable. There are two main methods: cold leaching and hot leaching. Cold leaching involves soaking your acorn meal in cold water for several days, changing the water frequently until it runs clear. This method takes longer but preserves more nutrients. Hot leaching, on the other hand, uses hot water to extract tannins more quickly, though it might result in a slightly less nutritious flour. Whichever method you choose, the goal is the same: to remove those tannins and unlock the true flavor of acorns. Once leached, your acorn meal will be transformed, ready to be dried and ground into a fine, nutty flour. Culinary adventures, acorn coffee and beyond. With your acorn flour ready, it's time to get creative in the kitchen. One of my favorite ways to use acorn flour is to make acorn coffee. It's a caffeine-free alternative with a rich, nutty flavor that's both comforting and energizing. To make acorn coffee, simply roast the acorn flour in a pan over low heat until it's dark brown and fragrant. Then, brew it just like regular coffee using a coffee maker, a French press, or even a makeshift filter. The result is a surprisingly delicious and satisfying beverage that's perfect for those chilly mornings in the wild. But acorn flour's versatility extends far beyond coffee. You can use it to make pancakes, cookies, bread, and even thicken soups and stews. It's a gluten-free alternative to traditional flour, adding a unique nutty flavor and a hearty texture to your meals. A taste of the wild acorn molasses and ginger cookies. Speaking of culinary adventures, let's talk cookies. These aren't your average chocolate chip cookies. These are acorn molasses and ginger cookies. A taste of the wild that will tantalize your taste buds and fuel your adventures. Start by creaming together some softened butter and molasses. Add in an egg, some vanilla extract, and your secret ingredient, acorn flour. A touch of ginger, cinnamon, and a pinch of salt round out the flavors. Mix everything together until you have a soft dough, then roll it out and cut out your favorite shapes. Bake the cookies in a preheated oven until golden brown and fragrant. The aroma alone will make your mouth water. These cookies are chewy, slightly nutty, and bursting with the warm flavors of molasses and ginger. They're the perfect treat to enjoy after a long day of foraging and exploring. Pantry Gold Long-Term Storage and Conclusion. In this final section, we will delve into the best practices for storing acorns long-term and wrap up our journey into the world of this incredible nut. One of the remarkable things about acorns is their long shelf life. These nuts, when properly handled, can be a reliable food source for extended periods. Properly stored, acorns can last for months, even years, making them an invaluable asset for any survivalist's pantry. Their durability is unmatched, and they can be a cornerstone of your food reserves. The key is to keep them dry and cool, preventing mold and spoilage. A cool, dark place is ideal for maintaining their quality over time. You can store unshelled acorns in airtight containers in a cool, dark place. This method ensures that they remain fresh and free from pests. For longer-term storage, consider freezing them to prevent insect infestation. Freezing acorns can extend their shelf life significantly, making them a reliable food source for years. And if you've already processed your acorns into flour, be sure to store it in an airtight container in a cool, dry place to maintain its freshness. Acorn flour can be a versatile ingredient in your survival recipes. So there you have it, the humble acorn, a true survival superstar. Its versatility and longevity make it an essential part of any well-prepared pantry. From its rich history as a staple food to its impressive nutritional profile and culinary versatility, the acorn deserves a place in every survivalist's toolkit. Its benefits are numerous and well documented, so the next time you're out in the wild, remember the power of the acorn. This small nut can provide sustenance and nutrition when you need it most. It might just be your key to survival. Embrace the acorn and let it be a cornerstone of your preparedness strategy.